To refill your ink cartridges using store-bought refillable ink, these are from Staples. It's called Jet Tech, and it's for Hewlett-Packard. And then you can get it in either the three colors, or you can get the set of black. And they're about $20 each at Staples. And you want to make sure that your holes right here to refill your ink is on the top. If it's on the bottom, it's going to leak and make a really bad mess. So make sure your ink cartridges have the holes in the top. You need a pair of rubber gloves so you don't get ink all over your hands, paper towel, and again your piece of aluminum foil so stuff doesn't go through to your desk or whatever you're working on. So I like to just fold this in half and fold that in half, and that way it'll keep stuff off your desk. Before you put your rubber gloves on, because it's hard to do, peel your label or your tape back. And then if you angle it, you can see what colors are in there, and I've done this a few times so I can tell easily. But if you're not sure, stick your needle in and wipe it on your paper towel, and you can see that this one is yellow. So then obviously open your yellow, put your needle in, and you want to draw out about that much at the most. And then put it in the hole, and then very slowly push the plunger so you're putting the ink in, and just watch carefully to make sure it doesn't explode out of the top like that just did. So, and then put your rest back in your bottle, and you can wipe that up. Hence why I say the paper towels and the rubber gloves. So we'll close that up. I have several needles from doing this so often. Each pack comes with one needle, so you're going to have to rinse out in between until you get several needles. But then you take your next needle and again, stick it in the hole. That's blue. So then you want to draw out your ink. Stick it in the hole and kind of push it down. It's actually a sponge that's in there. And then again, slowly plunge down or push down on the plunger. And oops, and there we just exploded out again. And that's it for the blue. And obviously your last hole is the pink or magenta. So fill your needle. Stick it all the way in, and then carefully push down, and there you go. Okay, got a little too much in there. Try to remember, close your lids right away so you don't knock them over. And then wipe up the overspill. Sometimes your label will stick back down, sometimes it won't. It doesn't matter, it's just as you stick it in, hold it down. And that's it for the color. Now for the black, you can see on your needle it's got the 2, 4, 6. I only like to put about 2 lines of black in each hole, because otherwise it tends to leak and makes a huge mess, and you end up wasting a lot and, like I said, making a big mess. So then take your ink, obviously open it up, and fill it up, kind of watching where you're going. I just always put some back in. And then with your label peeled back, push into the hole and watch so you're only going about 2 lines, maybe 3 on the needle. You may have to refill a little more often, but it's better than having it gush out all over the place and make a huge mess. Okay, put your tape back over and you're ready to go. If you put too much in, you can see it's starting to drip and leak, so just wipe it off really good, and then have something ready to print in the printer so it can, I don't know if it just works its way through or whatever it does, but just have something ready to print. When you're done, you can take your needles and rinse them out in the sink, but you want to make sure you just have just a little bit of water, because the splashback is really bad. So if you've got a lot of water going or heavy pressure water coming out, it's going to blast all over your kitchen. So just rinse them out thoroughly. and then put all the pieces on a paper towel and let them dry. And of course, rinse your sink out thoroughly.